Here we go. International break over. The Premier League is back as Southampton and Leicester stride out at St Mary's. But after beating Bournemouth 2 weeks ago for their first top-flight victory of the season, they are chasing back-to-back top-flight triumphs. Leicester in the black tracksuits with the blue shorts and socks underneath it on one side of the Premier League arch. Southampton in their famous red and white striped shirts. The players shake hands, and we are moments away from another very important Premier League Saturday. Team news, and for the Saints, one change in the loss at Arsenal. Cameron Archer comes in for Ross Stewart, who went off injured 2 weeks ago. Captain Jack Stevens is still suspended. So the Saints with Ramsdale in goal, Harwood, Bellis, Bednarek and Manning as the back three. Sugawara and Walker-Peters the wing-backs. Downs and Aribo holding in midfield, with Fernandez and Dibbling behind Archer. For Leicester City, one change from the 11 that started the win against Bournemouth. Bilal El Khanous comes in for Jordan Ayew, who is on the bench. And a landmark moment for Wilfred Ndidi. He starts his 200th Premier League appearance for the Foxes, and there aren't many who've achieved that in the famous blue over the years. So it's Hermansen in goal, Justin, Okoli, Fass and Christensen, the traditional now back four under Steve Cooper. Ndidi and Skip holding, Buonanotte, El Khanous and Mavididi behind Jamie Vardy, who absolutely loves scoring against Southampton. It is warm enough for Russell Martin to be down there just in a t-shirt, the Southampton manager, about 10 metres away from Steve Cooper, who stood hands in pockets. Southampton are going to get this game underway as we look at it, kicking towards the end where the Leicester fans are held this season, and before the action in the No Room for Racism weekend, all of the players take the knee. Discrimination is not welcome in this sport which we all love. We're underway, the ball rolled back to Ramsdale, he whacks it down the pitch. Wilfred Ndidi wins the first header of the afternoon and it goes out of play, which I think means that Leicester aren't going to score as early as they did here last season. Leicester have everybody back, 0-0 after 4 minutes. In it comes from Manning, it's a free header, it's off the crossbar. What a chance that was, it's still not cleared, and then it's put wide. Well, Southampton, I think through Taylor Harwood Bellis, probably should have scored. Jan Bednarek was up as well. Have to wait and see who got their head on the ball, but you thought that was 1-0, and Leicester survive a major let-off early on here at St Mary's. It's back now at Southampton, and Mavididi is pressing near Harwood Bellis, who rolls it back to Ramsdale. Made that deadline day move from Arsenal for first-team football here. He's in the sunshine, and you look in the northern end at the moment, it feels like a game in August. It's a very, very risky pass there. Buonanotte has actually conceded a foul trying to win it. Southampton have played the ball quickly, and Walker-Peters from the free kick is striding forward to the edge of the box, and he slipped in. Manning's cross, it's 1-0, turned home by Cameron Archer. Southampton with the early goal in this fixture this season at St Mary's. They took the free kick quickly, and it caught Leicester out, and Archer couldn't miss. Southampton 1, Leicester 0 in the South Coast sunshine.
Well, the referee blew up for the foul. Yes, it was a foul. And it was down on the floor. Hernandez was it, I think, initially. Trying to claim it was a yellow card, or encourage a yellow card, I think, pretty much, whilst lying on the floor prone. Southampton just got on with play. You know, a short sign that the injury wasn't too severe. They left their own teammate on the floor. From that moment onward, Leicester looked open. It looked ominous. And for me, as they're attacking down this left-hand side, 2 against 1 for James Justin.
It's not really his fault that, he's hobbling away. In the meantime, here comes the delivery. It's a great ball in, and it's Wout Fass who's put it over. I tell you what, Bilal El Khanous there, that was a vicious free kick, and it almost led to the equalising goal. A wonderful ball. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Buonanotte on this occasion, and it's Justin's header, and it's wide. And that is a major chance for James Justin. Scored twice at Arsenal, and if that was on target, it was a free header. It may well have been 1-1. Couple of chances now since conceding for Leicester. And it goes to Buonanotte. That's a gorgeous piece of skill to get away from two. And he strides up over halfway. And Walker-Peters tries to take him out. But he slipped it to Vardy, who's wide right. Vardy shoots. Blocked by Bednarek. Wonderful from Buonanotte, though. That was gorgeous to watch. And it's led to a corner.
Well, Leicester, on numerous occasions already, have had that potential to break through, similar to that particular attack there, but as you say, great bit of individual play, which we've almost come to expect from Buonanotte. A typical Jamie Vardy run there, the angle's just dying on him a little bit.
Mavadini with the corner. Leicester's first after 19 minutes. They're 1-0 down. Mavadini drills it in low to the near post, and that's hit Buonanotte, I think. And it's up over the crossbar. And Ndidi swung and missed, and then Buonanotte, if that was on target, I think Aaron Ramsdale would have had a big problem. Now here is Mateus Fernandes on the ball. This time he hasn't gone to ground, he's kept it, and he's played it to Flynn Downs. Walker-Peters down the line for Downs. He's drawn out fast here. Downs towards the edge of the box. Manning plays it back to Mateus Fernandes. The home fans aren't happy about that. They're 1-0 up. Imagine if Leicester equalise.
I was going to say a little bit harsh, wasn't it? They wanted Manning to turn and look goalwards, but Walker-Peters trying to do that.
Yeah, and he's got beyond Justin, and he pulls it back, and it's 2-0. Joe Aribo, from an almost identical position to where Cameron Archer swept home, has done the same. Leicester beaten down their right-hand side, and Southampton, chasing their first Premier League win of the season, now have control. They are 2-0 up in the first half.
Well, the Southampton supporters will be saying to Manning, that's what happens when you show positivity. It wasn't poor play by the Southampton fullback, but Walker-Peters showed him how to do it. Got at James Justin 1v1. The onus is on them to take the game to the opposition, even though Southampton...
Here comes the long throw, Downs is there, what a save from Hermansen. Well, he stopped it, and then he managed to... It went through his hands a bit, such was the pace, but then he managed to get back. And immediately Leicester on the counter-attack. Buonanotte's been taken out. That's a poor challenge, but the referee's played on. It's El Canouse inside the box, pulls it back to no one actually, and Flynn Downs puts it behind for a corner. Yellow card for Harewood Bellis. It's all happening. It's 2-0 to Southampton and a corner to Leicester.
Well, there was a little bit of a lull in between the first and second goals, wasn't there? But since then, God, has it picked up? Action. I mean, Leicester could have conceded another couple of goals since, certainly that save there by Hermansen.
Southampton have conceded lots of goals this season, and you can see and feel the fragility in St Mary's here, and if Leicester can get the next goal, it's most definitely game on. Mavadini plays it into the box, Flynn Downs clears under pressure, and then Akoli wins it against Archer. That's a complete mismatch physically when the ball goes up to the Southampton centre forward. I
didn't realise how small he was, Archer.
Yeah. Scored the opener, but he's half the size of Akoli. And it's with Ndidi, and the Leicester fans making themselves heard. Here goes Mavadini again down that left-hand side. He's up against Dibbling. Gets to Christensen, lovely ball. El Canouse shoots, it's off the post. That would have been special. El Canouse thought he'd scored. It hits the inside of the post and ricochets back. And his right foot has been a joy to watch in this first half at times. He's very unlucky not to have made it 2-1. Manning again. It's going to be an in-swinging corner. Leicester simply have to keep this one out at 2-0 down. And it's going to be met by Akoli. Only as far as down, heads it back into the danger zone. Christensen gets there ahead of Aribo. Leicester haven't really got going in this second half yet. 5 minutes gone in it. And it's Saints who are doing the pressing. And if they score a third, then surely there'd be no way back. As that's a dangerous ball in. And Fass meets it. And that would have been some own goal. But Mads Hermansen has spared his blushes. Brilliant save from Hermansen, because he wouldn't have expected that from his own centre-back, who basically leapt like the centre forward and headed it goalwards.
Yeah, it's looking rosy for Southampton all of a sudden. This is probably the most controlled they've been since the start of the second half. Steve Cooper will be hugely disappointed that hasn't been a more positive reaction from his players.
Might be now. Buonanotte through to Vardy. Vardy takes one touch. What a block that is by Mateus Fernandes. It looked like he would score because he went round one defender and he was glaring at Ramsdale, and that is some block. Leicester suddenly have burst into life in the last 20 seconds, and Buonanotte has it onto his left foot, cuts inside, shoots from a long way out and doesn't miss by much. Wow, he can hit them on that left foot. And Ramsdale was scrambling, and Leicester are suddenly in this second half at 2-0 down.
You struggle to sort of encapsulate this game, don't you? And it hasn't formed a regular pattern at pretty much any stage throughout. I'm just talking literally seconds before that Jamie Vardy opportunity about this being the most comfortable that Southampton have looked.
27,000 Southampton fans are on Anthony Taylor's back there, and had he not given one, it really might have been the third loudest cheer of the afternoon.
Did you think the yellow?
No.
No.
Here's Fraser though in space across towards Archer, and Coley's just about got there. Don't know how much contact he made. He did make contact with Archer, who's rolling on the floor. Hermansen picked it up. The game is underway. Buonanotte then gives that away. And again, we had 10 minutes of this game following an orderly pattern, and all of a sudden now we're back to the first half, and Leicester needed that to happen because that's their opportunity to get back in the contest. But Buonanotte then has run into trouble, and Downs has picked it up midway inside the Leicester half. Roll back now to Harwood-Bellis under pressure from Mavididi. Dibbling now wrestles with Justin, and he's won the battle, the youngster Dibbling, and he'll run at Justin, and he gets into the box on his left foot and he shoots, and Hermansen makes a very good save. He went for the near post and Hermansen read it, and that's another good save in this second half. Had it not been for Mads Hermansen, Southampton would have 3 already.
A super play from the youngster.
Buonanotte, that's a lovely position he picked up, and he's fed it to Fatawu out there in the shade. Back to Buonanotte, rolls it back here to Winks. Winks firm pass back to Fatawu. Now can he beat Ryan Fraser here, who is now the left wing back? He can, he gets to the byline, he cuts it back, and Buonanotte has scored. Game on. Abdel Fatawu, what an impact off the bench. The Leicester players turn to the travelling fans and say this one is not over yet. 64 gone. Southampton 2, Leicester 1. Buonanotte scores again.
Well, yet again, surprises galore in this game, really. You never quite can foresee what's going to happen next. Leicester nearly conceding, which would have been a game definer, with Dibbling forcing a save out of Hermansen. Less than a minute later, 30 seconds or so, up the other end. That man Fatawu, this is what your expectations are, isn't it? If you're expecting them to dominate the game, then you'll be like, oh my God, what are we doing? We'll be having kittens. But if you come here thinking, it's a jumble, it's a lottery, then you just enjoy it, what you see.
Here's Fatawu shooting from miles out. He's hit the underside of the bar. Oh, that would have been incredibly special. It's with Jordan Ayew. That was a worldie from Fatawu. Mavididi shovels it into the box. Fatawu's there. What a save! And then how's that stayed out? Did it stay out? Vardy thinks he scored. Ramsdale may well have produced one of the saves of the season. It's a corner. How is it not 2-0? 2-2, I should say. Fatawu underside of the bar, and then from his header, somehow it has stayed out. That is extraordinary.
Oh, that was a beautiful strike from Fatawu. Just having a look at the
did Vardy miss it?
Hang on.
Or is there going to be a check?
VAR, check that. That's a foul. That's a penalty.
Yeah. Vardy's been pulled back here.
No, that's double jeopardy.
There's the double jeopardy ruling. This is going to be a penalty, no doubt. We actually missed that in real time.
That's not offside for Fatawu. Please tell me that's not offside first. Because he's offside when he heads the ball. Obviously doesn't count. I didn't see the initial delivery.
Now they haven't drawn the lines yet for offside. They're checking the tug back, and Vardy's shirt was tugged back by Fraser.
24, yeah.
But I mean, here he goes, the referee. Surely he's about to give Leicester City a penalty. He is, and from 2-0 down, they have the chance to level it up.
Surely they would check the offside first.
They would have done, and here comes the card. Ryan Fraser is sent off. He's had a nightmare since he's come on. He was beaten by Fatawu to make it 2-1. He's now been sent off for the tug back, which would have been a tap-in for Jamie Vardy.
Oh, because it's intentional. So it's like the degree of the foul, yeah? Off your pop. Oh, well, what a rascal 15 minutes he's had, to be fair, hasn't he, Ryan Fraser? got whipped on the outside for the goal, the first goal, and then sent off, gives the penalty away. He's only, I'm not saying anything, but
Jamie Vardy simply loves scoring against Southampton. He's up against Aaron Ramsdale from the spot, right-footed, scores, brilliant power. Jamie Vardy makes it 2-2, and against 10 men, Leicester are now dreaming of winning it on the south coast. The away end erupts, and Leicester have come back on the road.
Incredible stuff, incredible for that whole sequence of play, really emanating with Fatawu cutting in, delivering that bending, dipping, swerving. It was doing all sorts, that shot. As soon as it hit the bar, I thought it had actually bounced down over the line and was going to be given as a goal.
Against the 10 men, Leicester still want more, and this man might be able to give it to them. It's Abdel Fattah who turns away on halfway. Lovely ball to Buonanotte, who slides it forward to De Cordova-Reid. Left-hand side of the box, into Ndidi, back to De Cordova-Reid. All full for Buonanotte! Oh, he's fired wide. Was that the chance? On his left foot. Had a lot of the goal to aim for, and it's gone past the post. That would have surely wrapped up all 3 points. It was a lovely move. And Buonanotte there. What an opportunity to surely win the game. Into Jordan Ayew it goes, and he manages to poke it to De Cordova-Reid. 10 seconds left of the 7 additional minutes. It's with James Justin. Justin gets it back. Jordan Ayew wants it and gets it. Fass is the next man over. Now it's Okoli. Okoli, the centre half, strides forward. Plays it to Fass. Fass runs towards the edge of the box. Fatawu, this will be the last attack. Fatawu goes one way, goes the other, wins a corner. Referee plays on, so Leicester will have a corner in the 98th minute now. Russell Martin is saying the 7 minutes are up, but Southampton have wasted some time in that 7 minutes, which is now being added on. The corner right of the travelling supporters at St Mary's. 98 minutes. Leicester were 2-0 down. Can they win it with the last attack? Here it comes. It's back to Ayew. Ayew shot. It's in! Jordan Ayew with the last kick of the game. It is an away day for the ages at St Mary's. And the away end is going absolutely crazy. What a game. What a win for Leicester City. Jordan Ayew in the 98th minute. Southampton 2, Leicester City 3. Who would have thought this?
Well, that's just a crazy ending, isn't it? Even the strike, the goal itself. Harry Winks, I mean, what courage really to try and deploy that type of set piece there. You know, the final, well, I'm assuming is going to be the final action of the game. Russell Martin, displeased to say the very least, received a yellow card, I believe. Might be numerous others flying around as well. But as that ball was played, I'm saying to the crowd, to myself, the crowd of players, I'm like, don't go in too early, give yourself a run. Little do I know, it was all part of the decoy. Fizzed out to the edge of the box.
Team had wasted time.
Yeah, exactly.
In the 7 additional
the corner's
minutes.
got to be allowed to, so that takes time for Harry Winks to get out there. He ran out there. Don't start moaning about that.
What a win. Another famous day at St Mary's, who from 2-0 down in the second half pick up their first away win back in the Premier League. Quite unbelievable. The winning goal from Jordan Ayew. Steve Cooper walks onto the pitch, and the celebrations in the away end will go on and on and on. Back-to-back Premier League wins, but this one will take some beating at St Mary's. Full-time score, Southampton 2, Leicester City 3.